Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Tuesday, August 25th, 2015. Traders, I'm coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Cloudy skies. I think the sun's going to pop out, but I think we're going to get some rain first. It's quite early in the morning, just before 9 a.m. in the morning. And this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. If you would, please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. And it's a cool site to visit. A lot of stuff to look at. Lots of opportunities, and that's what we're looking for. Opportunities to be successful. All right. Got a lot to talk about. Got 6 currency pairs to look at, some news to talk about, and so let's get started. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you that I do record this during the Asia session, so this gives you a full day to take a look at the charts and analyze, and hopefully my analysis matches your analysis. Please don't use my analysis. I could be wrong, and I am sometimes wrong.
Pause it now, Joe.
So please make sure you do your own analysis also. As I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career in the Fire Rescue Department out of the great state of Florida. 9 days later, got on the Big Bird, decided to come to Thailand for 3 months to celebrate my 27-year career. Well, 8 years later, still in Thailand, actually still in the same city where I came to. I'm in Pattaya, and having a great time. Love trading Forex. Forex is just an awesome instrument to trade, and the nice thing is in Asia our time zone doesn't change, and I can trade all 3 trading sessions and still get a pretty decent night's sleep. However, I only get about 3 hours in New York, and that comes up to about 11 p.m. and I start my trading day at about 7:15 in the morning. 7 in the morning. It's when I open my charts. So yeah, it's a long day, but I get plenty of breaks, and 2 hours here, an hour there, or 2 hours there. So it's not like I sit in front of my charts for 17 hours a day. Not me, my friends. That's not the point. That doesn't make trading fun. But I do spend a lot of time in front of my charts. All right, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. Forex trading has large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. That's so important. Always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's get over to news and commentary. All right, well, let's take a look at the indices. US 30 closed negative 3.58%. Negative 3.58%. Did anybody see the New York Stock Exchange open where, what was it, the Dow was down like 1,700 points or something like that? Something crazy. The S&P 500 closed negative 3.94%. The NASDAQ closed negative 3.82%. The small cap 2,000 closed negative 4.82%. Oh my goodness, that is not a good day. Let's go over to the Eurozone, where the DAX closed negative 4.70%. The FTSE closed negative 4.67%. The CAC 40 closed 5.35%. And the Euro Stoxx 50 closed negative 5.35%. Holy moly. Woo, 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 woo. Wow. Those are not good numbers, my friends. Let's take a look at Asia, see how Asia's doing. The Nikkei 225 is just barely in the red, and it's currently trading at negative 0.09%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is positive 2.53%. The Shanghai is negative 5.50%. They did, again, devalue the yuan currency pair again, but very lightly. And the Hang Seng out of Hong Kong is positive at 1.35%. And the Kospi out of Seoul was positive 0.67%. So that's what's going on as far as our indices goes. Let's take a look at the economic calendar. We got some data coming out, and it's sort of like some weird timing. There's nothing in Asia, but basically 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, We have inflation expectations quarter on quarter from the New Zealand. Now, the problem with this is there's no forecast, so I have no idea how this is going to impact. But they got this as red, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. And that's going to be in about 57 minutes from now, and you will not get this up on YouTube before that happens. In the Eurozone, we have German IFO business climate that will move the markets. And in the U.S., we have CB consumer confidence, which is quite important. And for those of you who are in the right time zone, it's 5:45 Thailand time in Asia. However, it is 6:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have the New Zealand trade balance tomorrow. In the Asia session for tomorrow. So just something to keep your thoughts about. Commentary is, well, can't say Forex or trading in general is boring. You know, this stuff is just wild. I mean, this downgrade stuff and all these, everything just collapsing. And we're not the only ones, folks. The U.S. is collapsing, China's collapsing, Asia's collapsing. I mean, everybody's in the red. All the markets are in the red. I saw no green charts yesterday. I watched CNBC. I watched Bloomberg. I had a news feed that I paid for, which is Trade the News, listening to them all day. I'm looking, you know, at Reuters' website. I'm looking at thedrudge.com. I'm looking at all this stuff, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Well, you know, I guess it's a correction, I would assume. You know, we've been bullish for the last 2.5, almost 3 years, so I guess it's, you know, time to correct. And, you know, as traders, we have to just look at that and be careful. Really, we don't care as traders whether the market goes up or the market goes down, right? We can make money either way. We just want to be in the right direction. And if we're not in the right direction, we need to get out quickly, right? We don't, stop losses or emergencies. Always think of that. Your stop loss is your emergency. It doesn't mean you wait to get stopped out. If you're in the wrong direction, it's going against you. Just get out of the trade. Better to take a 10 or 15 pip loss than a 40 pip loss, right? All right, that's about enough of that. Let's keep moving on. We have 30-minute charts to review. Basically, that means that every single candlestick on the charts are 30 minutes in duration. So the euro is now bullish, sitting at the daily pivot point. I really don't want to take this long from here. There is, well, and it's a psychological level too. Well, you know, at 1680 and we're at 1600. So, you know, it's not a bad place to go long. I got to be honest with you. If you get a bullish candlestick, you know, why not? You know, that's 80 pips. If you come back down to the 38.2 at 1484, that'd be a nice 200 pip trade. You know, we're going on, you know, technicals. I mean, this is totally technical analysis. You know, there's some things that are going to move the markets today, but there's only 3 high impact data incidents today. So it's not like, you know, we've got 7 or 8 different things that are going on. There's other data coming out, but nothing that's going to move these markets. And, you know, I got to be honest with you, I did not read the summary from Trade the News on the close, but I would expect it's probably not very well. I would expect the summary's not very well. Nobody's doing real well. You know, I mean, you know, everybody's pointing fingers at each other, and it's pretty funny, you know. Now the big thing is, well, is the Fed going to raise interest rates, or they're not going to raise interest rates? Who knows what they're going to do? And to be honest with you, who cares what they're going to do, right? So just move on. We're going to keep trading Forex. We're going to just, you know, trade and do our analysis the best we can. Let's take a look at the pound dollar. Pound dollar is bullish, folks. So I need this to pull back. You know, let's get to 57.39. I'll take this up to 57.97. It's a very easy trade plan. Folks, I wouldn't take this trade here at the 618. And I know you're saying, William, why don't we take this here? This is a great spot to take this trade in. It is a great spot, but look at left of the chart. That's a disaster down there. right? So you want some like a stretched rubber band to give you some energy to get up there. So I'd like to see this pull back to the daily pivot. Also, the 38.2 pivot. So, you know, I'd really like to see this pull back and head up, and we can do fine with that. I mean, if you did take it from me, you're looking at like 39 pips, 38 pips to get to resistance again. So I'd rather see some sort of a pullback. And, you know, most of the time the pound doesn't like giving pullbacks, but lately, if you look left of the chart, it really gave a really nice pullback and just continued to the up move. So we will keep an eye on that. That is definitely on the watch list, as I do trade the pound regularly. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar is, this is a pretty interesting trade plan here. First of all, I do not want to buy the Aussie dollar. Okay, I do not want to buy the Aussie dollar. I'm not buying the Aussie dollar. If it continues to the upside, it's going without me. All I want to do is sell the Aussie dollar. This is bearish. Okay, so it has broken this daily pivot. It's retested it, and it's come back up above it. So it's broken it. So therefore, as far as I'm concerned, that's voided. All right. Yes, it is a level of support, but really, it's voided in my book. So let's get a candle close below it at 71.58. We'll take it down to 70.54. And, you know, that's almost a 100 pip trade. I put a trend line in there. If you get a trend line break, just take the trend line break. I don't think you're going to get a lot of bounce if it does come back to the daily pivot. Again, and my reasoning behind that is that it's been broken 3 times. You know, it's been pierced 3 times and closed on twice. So, you know, I don't think you're going to have a lot of problems with that price level. So that's the trade plan. We want to sell this Aussie dollar. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie's, you know, bullish, right? Definitely bullish. We don't want to take it here. We're not going to trade into resistance, which is the daily pivot point. So we want to pull back to the 50% at 1.5984. And we're going to take this all the way up to our EA resistance line at 1.6471. You know, that's a lot of pips, folks. That's a lot of pips. Now, you're saying, oh, I can't do that. Well, if you look left of the chart, see that big blue candle there? Yeah, that did it. That moved that 300 pips. So it can do it. Will it? Probably not. I do a newsletter every day, and I talked about this, that this is a great trade plan, and this is a great trade. However, this is probably a 2-day or 3-day trade if you got into this. If you got into this trade in a good spot and price action worked for you, and you don't get some wobblehead in front of a microphone. Here's the Euro Yen. I'm bearish on this. We're at the spot. I mean, we're at a resistance level. We're at the 200 exponential moving average, 137.92. We have 2 take profit areas, 137.45 and 136.94. Either one of those are great areas to take profit. And at that resistance level, you know what? You can look for a bounce and take that back to the other side. But we're at the sweet spot in the Euro Yen to take this down. We're just waiting for price action to give us that nice bearish engulfing candle. Let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. The New Zealand dollar is not as easy, but it is bearish if you look at this chart. So what we want to see is we'd love to see this pull up to this 50%. I don't think it's going to do it, but we'd like to see it get as close as we can to the 65.40 area, 50% Fibonacci level, and we'll take this down to 64.33. And, you know, that's over 100 pips, but we're going to get a bounce, folks. This isn't like the Euro Aussie. We're going to get a bounce again at this daily pivot point at this 23.6 FIB. So just realize that. But if you get up to the 50, who cares? You're going to be way in profit, and you're going to, you know, you can be break even by 20 or 30 pips, so you're going to be fine, even if it does bounce. But we'd love to see it come down to 0.6433 from 65.40. Well, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs, my friends. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, thank you for joining me on a Tuesday, August 25th, 2015. Traders, always remember to trade smart and not hard. Traders, have a great trading day, and visit our site at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Take care, traders, and we'll catch you tomorrow. See you now. Bye-bye.